Hello everyone and welcome back to my video blog. Today I'm going to share with you that many of you have read in the news for the past 6 months and just get implemented now on the second month, okay, is about the new normal in real estate where the buyer has to be responsible for the agent commission. So I want to allay any fear, any disruption, your normal transaction. I'm going to share with you what exactly transpired. Okay, so traditionally, a listing agent will negotiate the total compensation with the seller when they list the property. So is the listing agent prerogative to share the commission with the buyer's agent that it has been pre-negotiated with the seller. So the new Department of Justice decree with the National Association of Realtors is required to disassociate this type of transaction where the listing agent will negotiate the compensation for the listing side with the seller, okay, and the buyer will negotiate the compensation with the buyer's agent. What happened is pretty much the compensation that we have as a listing agent with the seller is when a buyer come in with the agent and the buyer will request some concession to compensate the amount of compensation they have negotiated with the agent. The buyer will request that one, and it's up to the negotiation at the time whether the seller will agree, disagree, and negotiate on that so-called concession. Right now, we bring into that one is beside of negotiating on the purchase price and the terms, then there'll be more negotiation right now is on the compensation to the buyer's agent. Okay, so most of the time, a listing agent, when they take a listing nowadays, just like before, also have mentioned to the seller is how much compensation they are willing to give to the agent that is representing a buyer. And why a buyer need a buyer's agent? There are a lot of benefit in that one because for the code of ethics for realtors, a listing agent priority is to represent the interest and the beneficial rights of the seller. Even a buyer that come in and say, okay, I don't need a buyer agent because I can have the listing agent representing me. An ethical agent, listing agent, will not divulge anything that they know about the seller with the buyer. Okay, I get into this kind of problem. I have some bad review from some buyers that want me to represent them in a listing and ask me, how much to offer and how much the seller is willing to discount or sell it for. Those information I cannot provide. Okay, I will provide the best information is provide the comparable on the market. Okay, and then bring in the team member that is part of that one will be the loan agent to provide a best package for the purchase. Okay, so I cannot divulge anything that I know about the seller. And for a buyer that only buy once on 10 years, 7 years, or first time home buyer, definitely a buyer's agent bring value. A buyer's agent that bring in a lot of value, have experience is working what type of loan will be the most appropriate for the buyer, and then find out the best lender that have those kind of program available. Secondly, to have a inspection, have to read an inspection report and request the right concession from the seller to fix it or give credit for those necessary upgraded. For example, the kitchen is kind of old, haven't done since 1963 when the house was built. Okay, that's an example, or the window, those kind of things. So it's not a safety, but something is need to bring the house up to code. Those things need to be bring into the picture with some associate costs that they know perfectly with some contractor, or either a window contractor or the kitchen contractor, those kind of things. Okay, so those are value that bring a agent, buyer's agent bring into that one, and everything is negotiable, just like before. So in this case, negotiate the compensation with the buyer's agent, where when the offer is submitted is a part of the negotiation with the listing agent and the seller. Okay, so nothing changed. just a little bit number step of the whole process. I think it's the same thing, you know, the compensation expected by a buyer's agent will be the same like before, except it's not disclosed, you know, on the multiple listing. Okay, so it's bring it to the attention to the seller and the listing agent at the time of purchase, at the time of negotiation of the offer. And this type of scenario happened many years ago with a large commercial transaction. Most of the large commercial transaction, they don't disclose the compensation. If you go to LoopNet, everything like that, rarely before the NAR, and even now, you know, the NAR is only National Association of Realtors settlement with the Department of Justice is just for residential. Commercial is not affected. But you know, if you go to LoopNet, which is the largest marketplace for listing on commercial property, seldom, even before, you can see, you know, a compensation disclosed on the top listing. It's negotiated, you know, between listing agent and selling agent, and the buyers and the seller at the time when the offer is made, or at the time when the letter of interest, letter of intent was submitted to the seller. Okay, so nothing changed. It's just a little bit one more step, maybe more transparency, or I don't see a big benefit, anything like that, but I think, you know, the settlement is pretty much for the big benefit of the settlement, you know, attorney, the tort attorney you call, they make the most money out of it. Do we see any decrease in that one? Well, it's a negotiation, time will tell. So until next time, I welcome your comments. You know how to reach me by text, call me, email me. Okay, I love your comments, you know, and then especially if it's posted this one into YouTube or Facebook, I really love your feedback and comments, and then what you think about it. Okay, so until next time, please stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.